He shocked the nation when he became the first Republican senator from Massachusetts in decades, succeeding the late Ted Kennedy. Now, in a candid memoir, Scott Brown talks about a childhood filled with savage beatings at home and sexual abuse by a camp counselor.
Scott Brown joins us now to share his story of survival. Your story is an inspiration to millions of kids who face a tough childhood. How did you rise above the misfortune of your childhood?
Well, you pointed out I did have a tough childhood, but I didn't dwell on it. But I had some good coaches. I had a good teacher, a judge when I got caught shoplifting that took a chance on me. So the message for kids is, don't give up. And if you're in similar situations, when it comes to the abuse issues, you need to fight back and you need to tell somebody. But if you have good people around you, you can make a difference.
Who or what prompted you to finally step forward with your story?
Well, I've always wanted to tell somebody, but it's embarrassing, first of all. And then, you always wonder, well, are they going to believe me? And whenever other people were dealing with their own personal things when I was a legislator, I was saying, wow, that happened to me too. And you felt like saying something, but then it would be about me and not about them and their tragedy. Doing the book gave me an opening I think I needed personally after 42 years to kind of wrestle it out of me and then move it forward and then share it with my family and kind of step outside of that shadows.
Now that it is out, what happened or has happened to that camp counselor?
I have no evidence to determine what's happened to him, but it would be 42, so he'd be upwards of probably almost 70 years old at this point. All I know is that, I've moved forward. I obviously have a wonderful family and two great kids, and I've tried to warn them about similar circumstances, that whole stranger danger. My daughter Ayla called me a couple of nights ago. She says, Dad, I get it. I get why you were so concerned about when we had camp sleepovers and going over my friends' houses. I get it. So that's good. I'm glad she gets it.
People who want to run for the presidency often write books about their background, about their past. Is that why you've written this one?
No, actually, I had like 7 or 8 publishing houses that came after the election. They felt it was an historic win, and they wanted people to know about it. And I wanted to write a good book. I just didn't want to say how wonderful, wonderful, wonderful everything is that I won this great election. I wanted people to understand that the whole package, what makes me tick and where I've been and the challenges I faced and hopefully, helping others to kind of, battle and make a difference as well.
Well, growing up, you and your mother did benefit from welfare. How does that play into how you feel now about government assistance programs?
Well, I know the value of $1, that's for sure. And I believe that there is a role for government assistance, obviously, but it's not meant to be a lifelong entitlement. It's to get people through those tough times and then get back at it. And my mom, while she was on and off of welfare, one thing she taught me and my sister, regardless of her personal struggles, was that, you got to be a fighter, you got to work hard, and nothing's going to come easy. So that's what it's done for me.
Thanks, Senator. Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown. His book, Against All Odds, My Life of Hardships, Fast Breaks, and Second Chances.